Ladies and gentlemen, for all you fat fucks driving around in your cars, because I know Americans cannot get around, and for the international people, I'm sorry, because I know you're slaving away on your bikes in the motherfucking cold, but I got Christopher Walken. Apparently, he beat the shit out of somebody. He's got to do community service, and because I'm the judge of hell, I can give him community service to work on the Duckman show. So we got the traffic report from the OTB in Spokane, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, put it up for Christopher fucking Walken. How you doing, Chris?
Thank you, Duckman, for such a magnanimous introduction.
Well, you're worth it. You're Chris.
I must regrettably inform you that I'm actually no longer in the off-track betting place in Spokane, Washington.
Well, that's where I sent you, motherfucker. Why aren't you there?
Well, I realize I'm going to forego the check from the job, and that's
you get
okay.
A check?
I'm Christopher Walken. I can afford...
I'm talking to the billing department about this shit.
They've given me a check before, and I think the Better
Was it a
Business
herpes
Bureau...
check, or was it a check for, like, money?
Actually, it was a packet of hot dogs, but...
You know, we get those for free from Aldi, so, hey, it's all good. I don't eat hot dogs, I don't eat pork, so you can take it to the bridge and run with it.
They were sort of moldy, but they were still palatable.
Hey, meat one from Aquatine eats them that way. Supposedly they're good.
Well, you don't have to cook them, so what's the harm, really? But I was in...
The traffic.
I was cleaning the urinals in...
In the OTB?
Yes, in the ladies' restroom.
With your tongue? Or were you using a mop?
Well, I was
confused
as to why there were urinals in the ladies' restroom, and then I found that a substantial number of the customers were transvestites, so...
But what kind of cars do they drive? I mean, like, are they crashing into each other? I mean, what the fuck? We need to know how to get home from work, and there's no carpool lane in Spokane, Washington, Chris. We need to get people home safely so they can eat their TV dinners and watch Bill fucking O'Reilly.
Well, I noticed that one of the urinal cakes smelled quite aromatic, and I had to know what it tasted like.
And well, okay, I'm gonna run with this. What did it taste like?
Well, once I had consumed it,
Speak up, Chris.
I found myself magically whisked away to the lost city of Atlantis.
I've been there. Hot chicks, good booze, the food. I don't eat fish, so, you know, I didn't dig that shit.
That's Atlanta, shouty. Atlanta.
Atlanta? Atlantic City.
No, it's the lost city of Atlantis, the fabled city that once had a very advanced culture that mysteriously sank into the ocean. They're not very friendly to outsiders because most people don't eat urinal cakes, but...
How's the highway? I mean,
well,
is it clogged up?
They had an advanced society, so they've replaced archaic cars with teleporters. But there are a few angry gentlemen with spears, and they seem to want to stab me in my internal organs. And
I got a question though: can you get head in one of those teleporters? I
don't know.
I mean, people they go on a drive and get head. Like, if you're just teleporting? I mean, is this a headless society?
I'm being held at spear points, and I don't think I'm in any position to negotiate oral copulations.
Well, spear point, like, what does that have to do with
spears?
What about the traffic? I want to know if I want to be able to
There's no fucking traffic. There's no fucking cars, man.
Well, then come home, you sorry motherfucker.
I can't. There's no urinal cakes. They don't have urinals.
Chris, I'm gonna talk to the travel department, and you're gonna be a bit more supervised next time we send you out. I really appreciate you being on the show.
Well, okay, but
and you haven't been helpful to the people trying to drive home tonight. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but Christopher Walken, give it up for him.
I'm gonna fucking get you for this. I'm gonna die in some place. No one knows where it is.
Page me.
There's no urinal cakes to eat, which they're quite tasty, I must admit.
Chris, does your probation officer know about this
problem? I'm feeling a bit peckish for more urinal cakes. And moldy hot dogs as well. I want to cook them in baked beans.
Chris.
Maybe add a little ketchup for tomato flavor.
I'm just flabbergasted. Is this what happens when you do a movie with Bruce Willis?
Well, no. I didn't.
No more.
Yeah, okay.
Shut him off.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.